It sucks that I didn't make this video sooner. Now this isn't gonna be your typical video where I show you the expensive gear that they might use for recording and mixing Lil Wayne and throw together Lil Wayne style vocal chain that might vaguely sound like him. No, not even close. If anything, it's gonna be the complete opposite. In this video we reveal one of the verified vocal chains of Lil Wayne and we're gonna replicate it on a home recording vocal using Waves plugins. Omar Loya, aka Omixed, the engineer behind this Lil Wayne vocal chain, shared the exact processing techniques in an interview with Ivan. This vocal chain is unlike anything we've done before, so stick with me cause there is a lot to unpack. Now let's dive in. Lil Wayne vocals sit up front and polished, full of character and clarity. They cut through the mix smoothly, locking seamlessly into the bounce of the beat. The challenge is to keep warmth and grit without muddiness. It should feel slick, polished, in your face, never overdone. With all this in mind, I've chosen a vocal take that's similar to Lil Wayne's style, but with its own twist.
Gotta chase the bag, they can stop us. I can never ever go and love you. I heard that you love me, girl, I'm over you. I heard that you love me, but I'm over you.
We've got a clean vocal take with minimal processing applied during recording. The vocal chain we are breaking down today has been used on 3 of Lil Wayne's records.
You can hear that vocal chain on Only, Let It All Work Out, and Mona Lisa featuring Kendrick Lamar.
I've listened to these songs closely, and listening to Lil Wayne, I can hear that all 3 are mixed slightly differently. So we are gonna replicate this vocal chain, and I'll leave options for each sound in a single preset. Okay, before we get into the plugin chain, there are some important details we need to understand about Lil Wayne's vocal production. His recording chain.
Vocal chain of Lil Wayne.
Sony C800, Avalon 737.
They record Lil Wayne with the Sony C800 and the Avalon 737. Now, this is a high-end iconic recording gear, but the problem with this is the price. Most of us record at home and many of us can't afford this, which by the way requires knowledge and a lot of hassle cabling and interface to set up. Don't get me wrong, this recording chain has an awesome sound, but for home recording, maybe not the most efficient gear. Now, there is no Waves plugin that officially emulates this. However, I found a plugin within Waves that emulates part of the Avalon circuit, and I can shape the signal with it to have a similar character to the C800. My choice at this time is the Manny Marroquin EQ. I'm using a subtle dip in the low mids and have boosted some of the highs where the C800 boosts. To add a little Avalon flavor, I lifted the extreme highs.
It's a lost cause, it's a all night, it's a call me. Baby, I'm lonely. Sweat is pain, got me drowsy.
It sounds decent, but the elephant in the room is the plugin chain. At this point, the signal is optimized for recording, meaning that we don't run into clipping. However, to optimize the vocal for a song like Lil Wayne's, it needs surgical adjustments. To improve the take, pro engineers first remove everything from the signal that's not needed, and then they enhance the sound. Omar uses a relatively short plugin chain, but it's very customizable. In fact, he used it on 3 of Lil Wayne's records that we know of. At this stage, the signal is muddy and murky, so we need to take care of that without sacrificing warmth and quality. He starts with the REQ.
Renaissance EQ.
This is what we have here. I've used the high pass filter to remove the low rumble. I've attenuated some of the boxy frequencies, but also attenuated some harshness where the C800-like microphone would boost.
It's a lost cause, it's a all night, it's a call me. Baby, I'm lonely.
Okay, we eliminated some of the problematic frequencies, but the vocal still has dynamic issues. Here is what Omar uses on Lil Wayne.
RVox, R compressor.
Here is the Waves RVox, and I'm gonna place the R comp here too, but turn it off for now. Now, Lil Wayne's vocal isn't overcompressed, but isn't too dynamic either. It sits nicely in the pocket in each song. I'm gonna introduce compression in the context of the mix to find the sweet spot.
Lost cause, it's a all night, it's a call me. Baby, I'm lonely. Sweat is pain, got me drowsy.
It sits okay, but we have a problem. We get a sort of harshness mainly from the S's. Omar didn't mention DSR, but we must factor in that they recorded Lil Wayne in high-end studios, and with his performance they might not have needed it. However, our vocal was recorded in a cheaper environment, so for this reason I use a Waves sibilance.
Drowsy, but I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Miss you, miss you, I miss you.
We have eliminated most of the unwanted frequencies, but the vocal needs enhancements. Here is what Omar had to say.
Valhalla reverb, H delay.
Most pro engineers use these effects on basses and auxes, and listening to Lil Wayne, he more than likely used basses for the plugins. For the Valhalla, I set up the H reverb with relatively short decay time. And we've got the H delay here, similar to the song Let It All Work Out. It's a subtle slap delay with the 16th note.
She asked me if I
might have noticed that we placed the arc amp after the effects. Many engineers use this technique to create one cohesive unit with the effects, so the vocals sit tight in the pocket.
It's a lost cause, it's a all night, so call me, baby, I'm lonely, sweat is pain, got me drowsy.
One important plugin Omar didn't mention, but that really gives his vibe and that I can hear on almost every Lil Wayne song, is Auto-Tune. You probably noticed that we left a slot in the beginning of the chain. This is where I place our pitch correction plugin, the Waves Tune Real Time. After selecting the key and scale, I'm going with a pretty strong but not full vibe.
Crying, yeah, you got me crying, yeah, crying, yeah, and you got me broken inside.
Okay, this vocal chain is optimized mainly for the vibe of Let It All Work Out, but I went ahead and made sure you can capture the vibe of all three songs that Omar mentioned in the interview.
Only, Let It All Work Out, and Mona Lisa featuring Kendrick Lamar.
The big outlier is Only. It has a slightly different sound. The vocal has more presence and a different sense of space. For this reason, I've created these macro knobs for this preset and particularly this one to switch between songs. I've also added some extra settings using the same plugins. Here, the vocal has slightly larger space, so I gave the reverb a longer decay, and I've also selected a quarter note delay for this with a touch of reverb. It also has a rich presence, so I boosted back some of the C800 vibe. Now the vocals in the song Mona Lisa mix similarly to Let It All Work Out, however the reverb is more subtle. Here the delays are automated for certain words. I've set it similarly as they did in Ping Pong with 16th triplet. I've run out of macros, so if you decide to download this preset and want the Mona Lisa vibe, make sure you turn off the other two channels and turn on these two, and the delay needs to be automated. An important plugin that I've also added is a limiter, so you can maximize your sound without having to gain stage through the plugins. And by the way, this vocal chain is available in our Hip Hop Vocal Chains bundle, which is discounted right now but not for long. Click the link in the description to get the deal. Now let's hear what this vocal chain can do.
Yeah, it's a lost cause, it's a all night, it's a call me, baby, I'm lonely, sweat is pain, got me drowsy, but I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, miss you, miss you, I miss you, yeah. Je suis blessé à cause de toi, je suis blessé à cause de toi, baby, 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 got me crying, you got me crying, yeah, crying, yeah, and you got me broken inside. She asked me if I do this often.